What is it now? Wasn't the game supposed to have started already?
Yeah, well, yes. But the junk press broke down, and we thought we'd use the time for a little tutorial.
Who thought that? I don't need no stinking tutorials.
So how are you going to fix the junk press?
Just watch me and learn.
Maybe you want to listen to what I have to say first?
But you don't have anything to say.
Oh, come on. It won't be long. Just point the cursor at me and left-click.
We'll see about that.
I'm here.
Yeah, I know that.
Didn't you want to talk to me? Just point at me and left-click.
Will you stop yakking then?
Actually, I wanted to give you the next hint.
Really? How extraordinarily exciting.
Hearty huzzah and welcome! It's that time again, as it seems. We have released another edition of our game, sporting a developer's commentary, and you're one of the proud buyers. And that's why I'm happy to tell some delicate details about our game. And in this case, the game is Deponia, the first part of the trilogy, and since you have a developer's commentary version, naturally you also own the other two parts. That was an impressively clever move on your part, and before we get right into the action, we have something special here. A little tutorial. I'm pretty certain you know how to play point-and-click adventures, so in case you don't, here we will show you the ropes in a comedic manner. I hope you have, in fact, fun, and as I didn't properly introduce myself, my name is Pokey, or Jan Müller-Michaelis. But let's stick with Pokey, just Pokey. You'll get to see my face a couple more times during the trilogy, or rather my comic alter ego. Because during the game I will grab my guitar to summarize the events with a cheerful huzzah on my lips, impersonating this hobo guy in the beginning of each chapter. And of course you can click me in almost every room and I will tell you something about Deponia's production, which lasted several years. Well, not quite as long as I'll keep talking, but almost. So enjoy.
Up here, Rufus. Up here.
Yes, I know.
Up here, Rufus. Up here.
Yes, I know. Computer, talk to Wenzel.
You don't have to say that explicitly.
Who's talking to you?
Why, you are. You clicked on me.
Smarty pants. Just tell me what's wrong with the junk press. And stop wiggling your feet.
It's pressing only very gently now and doesn't really squish sufficiently.
Hey, every idiot can see that.
Well, why don't you present the tutorial then?
Okay, piece of cake. But first, I'll explain, how to talk to somebody.
You click on a character with the mouth icon.
No, you're completely wrong. I'm talking to you using the speech bubble icon. Everyone knows there's no mouth icon in this game, but there's a speech bubble icon to talk instead. Oh, and my favorite icon, the Rufus head icon for putting on, eating, and drinking things. If you can't even understand that, how am I ever going to be able to teach you how to talk to somebody?
You click on a character with the mouth icon.
I'm talking, but, oh, and if you can't, how to look at an object.
I know that.
I see. And how?
I point my cursor at it and right-click when I see the eye icon.
Well, the theory is easy, but how about the actual practice?
Hey, this is your tutorial.
You're a cop-out, but be that as it may, I'll demonstrate. Do you see that little thingy on the floor over there? I will now use the tongue icon.
The eye icon.
Yeah, I will now click on it, thusly having a look at it. So you better watch closely.
I thought you wanted to have a look at that thing on the floor.
I can see it. It's lying there.
I mean, look more closely. You just point at it and right-click when the eye icon appears.
What's that?
It's a cathode plunger.
Thanks for the input, Wenzel, but I recognize a hydro clamp duplexer when I see one. Too bad I can only look at it. A duplexer like that could be useful.
You can pick it up. You just have to point your cursor at it so the hand icon appears. If you left-click now, you'll pick it up.
There has to be an easier way.
If you say so.
Okay, I've picked up the duplexer, but what am I supposed to do with it now?
You put it into your inventory. That's where all the items go. You've picked up that object. Now you can open your inventory by using your mouse wheel.
Hey, there it is!
Correct! This is your inventory.
Yeah, I knew that.
It's where you can see what you're carrying around. You still know how to do that, don't you?
How did this...
I have no idea. Maybe you'll need it for the tutorial.
Tutorial schmutorial.
Well, have you started combining items yet?
I'm working on it.
Click on one of the two items with the hand icon to pick it up with your cursor. Then click on the other item to combine both.
I was just about to do that. Look, Wenzel, I'm almost done.
Impressive. And I mean that. I believe this belongs somewhere else.
I just wanted to see if you're paying attention. Huh, it fits.
Now you have to,
Hey, you don't have to spoon feed me. I'll manage the rest.
if you say so.
So, this is the thing I'm supposed to fix?
You might as well give up now. It'll never work.
Look, I know, this situation might look hopeless for a layman, but as you know, hopeless is my middle name. I'll sail this ship onto the sandbank eventually.
All right. Rufus, there's one more thing.
I told you I'd manage without your help. Now, all I have to do is press this button here, and right away...
Oh, how I love tutorials!
It's kind of pathetic, you get all erratic about dirty dishes congesting the sink. I'm tired of your bothers, remember our fathers that dwelled in a world filled with rubbish and stink. But when all hope was lost, someone raised from the dust. He was handsome and cunning, his haircut had style, courage was shining in his eyes as he said, screw you guys, mind your own business, I'm off now, goodbye. Huzzah, he's off now, goodbye.
Junk. Junk. And more junk. A life of order and happiness. Oh, my bad. That was junk too. Well, that does it. I need to leave this dump. Fortunately, this time my plan is foolproof. This time everything will work out. Where did I put my list? Heck, I really have to get away from this junkyard.
Okay, and here we are in the first room, right in the beginning of the game. Here we will, of course, meet Rufus. Well, then again, I'd like you to play that part yourself and won't spoil too much. The beginning of Deponia is rather classic. That means a lot of the information about Rufus comes from trying things yourself through interaction, and there's a lot of that. Not an easy feat, I might add. By now, in the late installments, the introduction is much smoother for your convenience, but this one's more like Edna and Harvey, where you are supposed to puzzle and guess your way through the intro. And since you already clicked the developer's commentary, I'm glad to tell you that we actually convinced Rufus to come over to our studio. Hello, Rufus!
Hey, Pokey, great to be here.
Yeah, this screen must really be a trip down nostalgia lane for you. But as I said, let the players figure out where they ended up and what to do, so I'll ask you something completely different. You were voiced by Carrie Shale for this game. Do you think that he's a good choice for this very, very, very important task?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping you'd ask. Well, first things first, I've known Kerry for quite some time. We're kind of friends. And I think he's okay with me saying this. In fact, personally, I'm very fond of him. We've been through a lot. We got to know each other when I returned from Algeria. I had some bad luck there. I don't want to go into it. And then we both rode that train in Switzerland. And again, don't want to go into that. But is he the right choice for the role? Well, yeah, he's great. I don't want to comment any further.
With a great role comes great responsibility, right? And great is just the right word for the challenge to interpret your work of a lifetime as a voice actor, isn't it?
Well, Chaplin always dreamed about making a Napoleon film. Eventually he didn't, but as you can't actually represent Napoleon, only replace him. And this situation is quite similar. Blech. Nah, like always, there's only junk on TV. What's this? A sock? That explains why I've had such cheesy dreams. Ah, there's my list. Let's see. Seems like I've packed almost everything I need. All I need now are some provisions. A toothbrush, a pair of socks, and a bolt cutter. A bolt cutter? What the... Well, guess I must have had a reason to put it on the list. Huh, my old escape plans. Some of them weren't half bad. My father left me a trunk before he left me. I don't want to open it. I don't want to be disappointed yet again. Another note from Tony. What's she complaining about now? Will you please clean the bathroom for once? Yeah, right, in her dreams. Whoa! What the toothbrush bailed out on me. Guess I should have kept it in a more germ-free environment. Ugh, what gnat's piss. Ugh. Come on, brushy, brushy, brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better plan to catch it. Locked Tony must have the key. No, I haven't finished packing yet. Ah! Whoa, what's that? A guillotine so I won't enter her room? Whoa, that girl has issues. I honestly wonder why we were ever together at all. Stay out of my room. You have no business in there anymore. Who does Tony think she is? I've got better things to do than rummage through her drawers. Huh, not a chance. The handle is missing and I can't get my fingers into the cracks. Seems there are still some wasabi peas in there. But without something to put them into, I'm not collecting them. It already has plenty of oil stains. You're not supposed to eat on the sofa. I keep finding leftovers in it. Huh? Well, isn't that a good thing? Do the dishes already. They won't do themselves. Oh, yeah? Well, I'll take that chance. Blech! What gnat's piss. Ugh. You scoffed all the food yet again, and I keep finding your crap in the fridge. What the hell's wrong with you? Huh? I don't understand the question. I'll have a quick look, see if I can find something useful in the pockets. Hey, there really was something in there. A sock! Cool! Well, I think that's all. Should be enough. Why would I want to clean in there? It's dark anyway. I don't see why I, of all people, should do the dishes. I mean, Tony has much more experience with it. I don't like clean tools. They always give the impression that I haven't worked hard enough. Nope. The corner once was a good hiding place, but that's the first place Tony'll look. Come on, brushy, brushy, brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better plan to catch it. Locked. Tony must have the key. I doubt if I'll find anything appetizing back there. Come on, Brushy, Brushy, Brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better plan to catch it. Come on, Brushy, Brushy, Brushy. Come to Papa. Oh, crap. I need a better plan to catch it. It's mocking me. Yeah? Well, just you wait. It can't be opened since the handle's gone. Tony was pissed off, but I needed it to secure the door of my matter transporter. I mean, the device was unstable enough without flies going in and out. I wonder if I can find some provisions for my journey here. Isn't there anything left to eat? Typical. Tony's working all day, and I'm... The good old sofa. Too bad I can't fit it into my escape pod. I've had the most amazing ideas sitting here. Plus, you can always find leftovers in it. Seems there are still some wasabi peas in there. But without something to put them into, I'm not collecting them. I don't see why I, of all people, should do the dishes. I mean, Tony has much more experience with it. Cleaning the furniture? Are you crazy? I mean, it's furniture. It's not that it's been out playing in the mud all day. I don't see why I, of all people, should do the dishes. I mean, Tony has much more experience with it. I don't see why I, of all... I mean... Seems there are still some... But without the good old sofa. Too bad I've had them. Plus... I don't like clean tools. They always give the impression that I haven't worked hard enough. Well, those are 2 socks, all right, but I need a pair. I don't want to show up in Elysium dressed like an idiot. I may not be an expert, but I'm sure I need a hot wash. Too bad there's no boiling water. The good old sofa. Too bad I can't fit it. I've had the most amazing idea. Plus, you can I think the pot goes on the hot plate. Well, I've seen Tony doing it that way. I may not be an expert, but I'm sure I need a hot wash. And Tony keeps complaining that I don't do enough housework. I don't see why I, of all people, should do the dishes. I mean, Tony has much more experience with it. Ooh, cold. Ooh, cold. Ooh, cold. I don't like clean tools. They always give the impression that I haven't worked hard enough. Blech. What gnat's piss? Ugh. Tony says it's my turn to clean the bathroom. Now that's just unfair. It's never her turn. I've been waiting for weeks, and it's never her turn. Tony says it's my turn to clean the bathroom. Now that's... The mouse skedaddled long ago, which doesn't mean that its plan was better than mine. Ouch! In you go. Whoa, look at that. The sock changed color. Who would have thought it? Well, where's the other one? Clear case of subtractive color mixing. Ouch! Damn it! That's hot! Let's get rid of this thing. Seems there are still some wasabi peas in there. I guess these will make good provisions for the journey. Nah, I don't think this will work without the right bait. Now the little bugger's in for a surprise. Come on, brushy, brushy, brushy. Come to Papa. Ha! Gotcha! Ha! Gotcha! I'll make you suffer the next time I brush my teeth. Toothbrush. Check. Provisions. Check. Socks. Check. Let's see. All that's missing is a bolt cutter, for whatever reason. Toothbrush. Check. Socks. Check. Provisions. Check. And that's it. Bolt cutter, for whatever reason. Check. Let's see. All that's missing is a bolt cutter, for whatever reason. Toothbrush. Check. Socks. Check. Provisions. Check. And that's it. Let's see. All that's missing is a tooth provision, and that. Bolt cutter, for whatever reason. Check. Ha! Oh, I can't close it anymore. Oh, seems like I've got to unpack something, but what? I'll never be able to close the suitcase with a monster like that in there. I mean, I won't need a bolt cutter where I'm going. I wonder why it was on the list in the first place. Now it fits. Packed and ready to go. I think I just strained something.
Hey, Rufus, you should save your energy for the unavoidable drop into the abyss.
Yeah, thanks, Wenzel. You can save your sarcasm for someone less well-prepared than me. This time, I took everything into account. It'll be a stroll in the park.
Ah, That's what you said last time. It took us days to remove the cactus spikes from your butt, remember?
That's all toxic runoff under the bridge. This time everything will work out. And when finally an Elysian orbit pixie massages my back, I'll ask her to pause for a minute so I can laugh about you.
Whatever. But say, can I have your stuff when you're gone?
Yeah, sure, help yourself. As if anything on this dump is valuable. It's time for me to leave all this behind.
Great. I hope you remembered to calibrate the harpoon.
I'll do that later, after I've stored everything in the pod.
Well, then hurry up. Well, you know that the Organon are always on time.
So, after we've puzzled through the first hurdles of packing the suitcase, we can now play Rufus' first escape attempt towards Elysium, leaving behind this heap forever. Yeah, well, the weather forecast is over in that one. We were told there would be rain in this scene, and as a matter of fact, I always planned this scene to take place in the rain. I actually also found an old character design of Tony standing in the tunnel on the screen, wearing a heavy raincoat. The smoke she always has in the corner of her mouth is just as soaked as she is, all dripping and bent. And by the way, Tony's character is roughly inspired by Doris Day. The more you know.
No problem. Oh, crap. It's screwed tight. I might be able to do without this. There. Now where shall I put it? There's no room there. The storage space is closed. Oh, crap. The battery's using up all the space. I gotta make room for my luggage somehow. There. And now? There we go. I'd rather not. There. Now where shall I put it? I'll have to prepare the escape pod first. I want to be better prepared this time. I'll have to prepare the escape pod first. I want to be better prepared this time. Hey, Wenzel.
What's up?
Any signs of the Organon yet?
No, but they'll be here. The Organon are always on time. It's no accident that we set the town hall clock by them.
What else do you know about the Organon?
Just as little as you.
So that's really nothing.
Exactly. Their motives are as unclear as our water. Good thing they leave us alone.
Do you also think there are boundless riches in Elysium?
Don't know. I'm happy with what I got.
Yeah, but I will have so much more. Aw, poor Wenzel. And do you also think that no one has to work in Elysium?
Just a moment. You're not even working now.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm meant to be up there. And don't you think the Elysian women are the most beautiful of all?
I've never really understood why Tony and you aren't together anymore.
Yeah, well, that's why you'll be rotting in this forsaken hole forever. I deserve better than having to listen to lectures about my laziness and my unreliability all the time. About the plan.
Are there any problems?
Problems? No. The plan is perfect. But where shall I put the battery?
Well, I told you the seat is taking up too much space.
Yeah, but you're quite the mumbler, too.
Whatever you say. Anything else?
Now, what happens when I've got the pod ready?
We wait for the Organon cruiser. As soon as it's here, you light the fuse and jump into the cockpit. You have calibrated the harpoon, right?
Not yet, but there'll be plenty of time for that.
If you say so.
All right. Pack, calibrate, light fuse, and I'll launch myself into the upper spheres.
Well, at least there's a chance that the magnet will hit the cruiser. But
No buts. This time, everything will work. I'll show you. I'll show everybody.
it will be a spectacle. No doubt. Any other problems?
This time, it'll work out. I just know it.
Sure, Rufus. Of course.
No problems. Why?
Of course not. Of course. How could I ever think such a thing?
I'll go back to work then.
You better do that. You haven't got much time left.
Ouch! Hot! Tony always had weird tastes concerning flowers. Ouch! Hot! No problem. Oh, crap. It's screwed tight. Hello, Hannock.
Hey, well,
Rufus.
I'm really terrible with names.
Is the tunnel closed again?
Yes, we had another collapse in Sector 7.
Another junk slide? All this trash is really driving me nuts. I'm glad I'll be gone for good soon.
Are you?
You bet.
Well, I only know you won't be leaving through this tunnel.
Did you see Tony anywhere?
Tony?
The big, angry, breathes fire. My former girlfriend.
Ah! Tony! Well, I guess she's down in her store, working, like everybody else, except you.
I'll write you a postcard from Elysium.
You go ahead and do that.
And here we are on the front of Tony's home. I can comment a bit on the visuals. This is in fact the first screen created for Deponia at all. I even made the first version myself, and thus the very first asset for the game. Yeah, my first version of the screen, Etna style though. Back then, to the left was a pretty huge tire heap under the plateau with the tunnel leading to the town center. No, wait. Actually, the heap was on the right, and left was a pile of old ET cartridges. At the time, I read somewhere of the story that the Atari developers who created the ET console game dumped all remaining copies in the desert somewhere, as the game did exceptionally poor. This story was so hilarious that I had to give it a friendly nod in the screen while I was still thinking maybe I will do the screens myself again. That never happened, and I'm actually quite happy about this. Since we recruited Michael Benrath. No. I already worked with him together on a licensed game called 1.5 Nights, basically the second Fidelis game. But or was it the third after Wisdom Road? Before Wisdom Road? Yeah, before Wisdom Road. Yeah. There he also did the background, and I was convinced that he's exactly the right person for drawing the cartoony backgrounds for a world like Deponia. And indeed, we were lucky to have him on board, and that he brought along enough time and motivation to work with us for several years. In fact, Micha was the first and only one on the team sitting in one room with me for roughly 1 year when I fleshed out the complete concept for Deponia. So it was supposed to be one single game, the complete journey, so to speak, until we realized that the whole thing was way too huge for only one game, and we eventually had to split it into 3 parts. Another remarkable thing about the screen is that I noticed how alarmingly committed our animators are. We were on a rather strict timetable in regards of animation, despite our long to-do list to breathe life into Deponia. And it was here that an animator worked on a mailbox, and she was just supposed to give it a quick animation. It even was listed as a nice to have, as it was just a standard use wrench with mailbox situation. We usually solve things like that with standard animations, at least in older titles. But for some reasons it ended up on her list, so she made this very elaborate animation where Rufus sent that mailbox flying and caught it in his coat. What I thought was, wow, I want stuff like this for the whole game. And that's where the true insanity of Deponia started. Awesome. From a scripter's point of view, this room is really interesting as well as a perspective of this bridge. It's quite a challenge for a 2D adventure engine. You see, Rufus moves forward while walking down the bridge, still moves forward when he walks up that bridge again. That means moving the character along the Y-axis, has him walk to the front until he hits the middle, and then he moves to the back or the north of the screen. And that's something Visionaire, our engine, is not designed to do. That made this a very, very difficult screen scripting wise. We tried a lot and actually did a redraw of the screen to polish it as much as possible. Very interesting screen, right at the beginning. Ah, what an introduction.
I might be able to do without this. Ha! There you go. Ha! There you go. There. The capsule is ready. Now, all I have to do is calibrate the harpoon. There. Too bad the two directions of the control stick are blocked, but who needs those anyway? The main thing is that the crosshairs are right on the tracks. And then I'm gone. Ha! This will be a walk in the park.
Minigames, minigames, minigames! Curse or blessing? A frequently asked question. I myself am a big fan of minigames, especially if they are like this. Easy access, very simple looking at first glance, like not a challenge at all, but in fact, kind of not too correct. And still, minigames like this won't take that long to complete despite all complexity. But there's also something I'd like to call minigame drama, and when that kicks in, that is, if you find this minigame drama in a minigame, then the minigame can be considered a success as far as I'm concerned. And that's true for this one. You move the cursor like a knight in chess, and you think, can't be that hard to get to the rails up there, but when we look at the lever, we see both directions leading to the upper left are blocked. So you have to realize, wow, that's not so easy after all. Now you can try, of course, to sneak your way around the problem, but again, damn, we end up on the same field every time. So there must be some kind of trick. Now we can develop a strategy or just try things. Both approaches solve problems sooner or later, of course. So there's a choice between strategy on the one hand and try and error on the other, even without understanding the game twist. And that makes this game a nice representative for the genre. But there's a third component. This one doesn't tap too much into that, yet this minigame also tells something. And telling is dramaturgically relevant, basically. So what's been told is, of course, about Rufus, as he's the one being introduced. You learn a bit about how he ticks, you get a slight understanding how he structures his plans. In this case, he just screwed that blade right on there without even thinking about later negative consequences. And that's how it's dramaturgically relevant, and the punchline is only the icing on the cake. It also gives us an idea of Rufus' direction. Okay, Rufus doesn't want to get to the museum, but rather get tossed on those monorail tracks before. So now we have a direction. You see where he wants to go, he has a clear goal indication, crosshairs. Considering this, it has quite a lot. And there I was almost claiming this minigame didn't have that much to tell after all, especially not as much as other things to tell. And I really like minigames that tell a lot on the meta layer, but more on that later on. I really look forward to that. For now, have fun playing the minigame.
did it! Now, just light the fuse and... boom! Well, that should be it. Stand by, Wenzel.
What?
Hello, Rufus.
Tony, why are you sneaking around like that?
This is still my house, remember? Well, it's not as obvious now since someone stole my mailbox. Oh, that reminds me. I'm supposed to give you this letter.
A letter?
Rufus, it's almost time.
Yes, I know. Sorry, Tony, but it's over. Once the fuse is lit, I'll be gone for good.
If only that was true.
Why are you here? Are you still hoping for a miracle?
It would be a miracle if you finally disappeared for real. But in case it doesn't work out again, I'll at least have the satisfaction of seeing you injure yourself.
No, it's too late. You can beg all you want, but I won't take you along with me.
Can I have that in writing?
There's nothing you could say to prevent me from going.
What a stroke of luck! That means I can't say anything wrong.
I bet now you're sorry about some of the things you said.
That's right. Starting with, you can stay with me.
This is the final goodbye.
It's too early to jump for joy, I fear.
I'm leaving. For good.
I gave up hope of that a long time ago.
I better not touch this again. It's all set up and ready to go. Now is when it counts. Hullabaloo. Ah, well, maybe I should read the letter. Dear Mr. Bridger, we're happy to inform you, blah, blah, blah. Get to the point, will ya? Unfortunately, the delivery of your screws will be delayed for... Please find enclosed a voucher for a pack of rivets. We apologize for any inconvenience this might have caused. Sincerely yours. Just a second. Screws?
Hey, that went, well. We are on board of the Organon Cruiser, one of the most important of Rufus' steps towards Elysium, and what makes this room especially important is, of course, the introduction of our female protagonist. And what a coincidence, she's right next to me here in the studio, and that's Goal. Hello, Goal!
Hello, Pokey.
Maybe you could just tell us straight from the heart what it was like when you first met Rufus, and also how you cope with the dicey situation right now.
I was told there was a script.
Oh, you... oh, okay, you thought we'd write dialogue and that this whole thing would be in a way organized. Well, we thought it would be a better approach. We just, that was
Right. Really well done.
well, okay, John, just to get this straight, didn't you say I don't need to write a script? That's what you said, didn't you?
No, Pokey. I said you need to write a script.
said, I won't cross my heart. I clearly remember him saying, yeah, whatever. It's way too exciting right now to listen to our very elaborated developers commentary anyway, and I can totally understand if you want to do
Whew, what a maneuver. Hey, my suitcase is here too. It must have got entangled in the chain. Just like I planned. Ugh, I'm getting dirt between my teeth already. Ugh, I better leave it closed for now. Ouch! The wire's cutting into my flesh. I need, well, something like, has anyone here got a bolt cutter? A wire grating. There's a shaft leading upward behind it. A well-oiled gearbox. There's a flood of track behind it. Shit, reminds me of my ex-home. I'll save my telekinetic powers for later. I'll never be able to open it with that. It already has plenty of oil stains. Not a chance. I bust my butt to get this stuff out of the sofa cracks. I haven't worked out. Not a chance. I bust my butt to... What? Hey! Aggressive little bugger. As long as it's active, I'll never be able to grab it. As long as the hatch is closed, I can't put a sock on it. What? Hey! Aggressive little bugger. As long as it's active, I'll never be able to grab it.
This is unbelievable. This is just impossible. I think I'm getting dizzy.
Are you suffering from vertigo, Miss Gold? You should have stayed in your cabin. It was foolish of you to go against my orders.
What's going on here, Bailiff? Did you know about all this? Just a minute. All of you knew about this, right? The whole Organon is involved in this? Did you really think you could just keep it a secret? Wait until Cletus hears about this.
But you won't be telling him anything about it. You will be a good girl and wait here until the Prime Controller arrives.
And then? What then? I'm an Elysian, not one of his office clerks. How does he plan to assure my silence?
Just you wait, Ms. Gold. I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Holy smoke! A real orbit pixie! I bet she'll be pretty thankful once I've rescued her from the clutches of the Dark Exchequer. Let's go! Rufus to the rescue! Take that!
No, don't! Ah!
What's that? Ah!
Oops, guess that was the wrong lever.
You damned fool! How dare you mess with the plans of the Organon? Men, throw him overboard!
You need to catch me first, but I'm much too fast for you, see? First I'm here, and now I'm gone. Here, gone. Ouch! I was so close. But no, the minute I see a beautiful damsel in distress, wham! Well, I guess that's just who I am. I'm simply a die-hard do-gooder.